Okay, we have another very interesting game for you today. This is a lame into an elephant rush, and my goodness, this was hard to pull off. Elephants are so easy, so easy to get countered. I am starting this right from the beginning, and the reason that I'm doing that is not because I want my video to be longer, but because I think the beginning is important. So, first of all, you get to see where your opponent's TC is. So we have 18602524753. Wow, I think I did a pretty good job playing as the Mongols, and we're able to see where his TC is immediately, and we're not even going to scout our own base. We're going to try and lame as much as we possibly can. And I just realized that we hit some sheep, so we're going to try and steal those sheep from the Mongols player. We're just going to call him the Mongols player because, my goodness, that is not an easy thing to do. And at this point, I'm thinking, uh-oh, that's not good. Maybe if I can get these sheep close enough to his scout, I could be able to do some damage. And we're just going to do a little ring around the rosy there. You know what? We'll take hill advantage every single time. And that's actually going to be to our advantage. Let's see who dies faster here. It's going to be pretty darn close. But I think we have enough HP that we could be able to kill him now. Maybe, just maybe. Come on, it's a close one. Ooh, and now even though he has the hill, we can definitely snipe this duder down. Doink! Doink! Uh-oh, Vill. Uh-oh, doink. So we are just trying to be as annoying as possible as we can be in the early stages. Meanwhile, we are still building up our economy at home. I'm going to turn off Fog of War now. And sadly, we don't have enough HP to try and lame a boar, but we are going to be looking around to see if there are any sheep to be had. Meanwhile, now that we've done this, we're feeling relatively safe. We're going to full wall our base at this point, and we're going to go 29 villagers up in order to ensure that we can produce a decent amount of elephants. Once again, we haven't actually scouted our base at all. We still have these two flocks of sheep, but we did get his sheep. So I'm using sheep now to scout the map. Whoa. Normalization is about to occur. Now Red is forced to do all kinds of odd stuff that he doesn't necessarily want to do. For example, he needs to take deer here. Also, I'm keeping my scout over here just so that if he does take this boar, I can potentially lame one of his villagers as well. It is full lame central with Vietnamese. We did figure out that that boar was over there, and we're going to lure that. And once again, we're just going to try and get... Okay, not get idled for everything. Woo, garrison, but does make it out alive. And we did manage to find all of our sheep eventually. Now, another thing that we're going to do, like I said before, is we're going to try and full wall our base. And the reason that we're full walling our base... Wait. Did I wall this like an idiot? Looking back at this, I definitely wall... Oh. Oh, that's painful. Why? Why? Why would you wall like this? Why not wall to the edge of the map here and wall to the edge of the... whatever. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I even tell him that his boar is over here. I'm like, your boar! Your boar, come on! No! That's a trap if I've ever seen it. And now the Mongols player is doing something really, really odd. His whole game plan has kind of changed. He probably had like some kind of a scout build ready or something in that nature, but he needed those 2 additional sheep, and maybe he needed his additional scout. So I realized that he's not going to go for his boar, so we're just going to try and annoy him here as much as possible. Uh-oh, gotta get out of there, because New York's not my home. And what is this? What is all of this? He even sent so many villagers forward, so whatever, sure. We're almost at 29 pop to go up. And we're just going to full wall this base. That's totally fine. Oh, got him. Got him. I saw that. I was like, haha. But now we are in a little bit of an awkward situation because he's definitely going to get that tower up. But what does this tower even deny? I think tower rushing is actually one of the worst strategies in the game. And we're just full walling like an idiot. And we're eventually going to go to those elephants once we have enough food. Also, is my TC idle now? I think I thought I had clicked up already at this point. Come on. Come on, click up. Please. For the love of all that is holy. Click up. Click up. My goodness, watching these games back sometimes you get pretty sad. I really do think I thought that I had clicked up at this point, but you know what? Mistakes are to be made. One villager down there, and that is not a good tower. That tower is right in the area of where my TC can fire upon it. That's why the range mod is so essential. Okay, you're building another tower here, cool. We queued additional villagers instead of going up to feudal. I think I was under the full impression that I was already in feudal age, and we just queued up villagers anyway. Sure, Boop Lord, good job. Also, do you love the efficiency over here on this lumber camp? Just high level stuff over here. But once again, we are going to just rush it down. Who cares? Don't even have loom yet. Who needs loom? Just YOLO it. Did we do feudal first? No, thank goodness we did loom first. That's another thing. I don't really like to do loom in this particular strategy, even though I probably should have, as two villagers have already bitten the dirt. And we are now going to fight it. Thank God loom came in. That's really going to make a big difference. And we have a lot of really weak villagers over here. And we don't really care too much about all of this stuff. But you know what? Might as well just send it. Might as well just send it. Meanwhile, our opponent is already in feudal age for quite some time. But it doesn't look like he has very much food income over here. This is idle. That boar is still here. That boar has yet to be lure. And we're once again just trying to get up to castle age to produce as many elefantes as we can. Even wall behind there. And you know what? You want to be annoying back here? That's totally fine. But we're not going to let you get any of it. Just a lot of stupid walls. We have different pockets of walls. I mean, why not? This front area is completely open, by the way. We don't care. Just YOLO it. Market and stable. The reason that we get market is so that we can balance our economy a little bit better. I was having a bunch of problems figuring out how many villagers I needed on gold and how many villagers I needed on food in order to keep producing elephants. This is one of my earlier trials, and I think it only really worked due to the fact that my opponent went for a tower rush. He's even getting wood here in the back. He has 3 villagers over here collecting. And as soon as we get to castle age, we're not going to be producing villagers anymore. We're just going to be producing big chunkas. And we're already up to castle. Meanwhile, I haven't actually seen his base. He has a lot on stone. I mean, that's quite detrimental for your economy. More on stone. Wow. Really wants to just click up and make it to castle age himself. Meanwhile, we're already 25% of the way up. We're even going to add a second stable. And you know what? If you're going to full wall your base, if you're going to full wall your base, you might as well full wall your base. I also love that there's no areas really for me to add additional farms. I have absolutely done goofed in my base design, and they're having a little bit of a bump fest over there. I was really wondering if he was going to follow this up with scouts, because he is Mongols, could even follow it up with archers, would make a lot of sense. And now we're going to produce those big, chunky boys, as many of them as quickly as possible. We have a total of, what, 5, 6, not quite enough. We want to get 1 or 2 more. Also, he's not in castle age, so I figured, you know what, why not just send it? Even though it's not a whole lot of chunky boys, might as well just send these 7 chunky boys forward. And now he's in castle, so now I'm thinking to myself, ooh, we gotta make this happen quick. Meanwhile, these villagers over here, they're gonna do something really, really annoying, which I don't like. But you know what? It's all good. I think we actually do realize that this TC, so he's trying to boom back into this game. Meanwhile, he needs military. He doesn't even know how badly he needs military because big chunkas! Big chunkas, let's go! And he pulls these guys. You definitely don't want to pull those guys. And these 2 are going to join the party as well. And we do see that he's making a TC over here. So we're going to try and deny that with the chunky boys. Send them all over here. Deny that TC. Come on. Get these guys. Don't let them get this up. Oh, man, that's messy stuff. That's not a lot of maneuvering room. But we do actually deny it. And that is the game right there. And that's how you lame into elephants. Lame into elephants. 8 chunky boys, not a whole lot, especially on the 23-minute mark. I know with Malay you can probably get 20 elephants in 20 minutes, but the idea here is to set your opponent back by means of laming and then get an elephant advantage in that way. Wasn't super successful overall. I'm gonna see if I can tweak this a little bit because exactly this is what your opponents do. They rush up monasteries and then they try and pump out as many monks as they possibly can. The most disastrous game I had with this was when I played against Aztecs. Aztecs absolutely wrecked this strategy. That was not a very good choice on my part, but you know what? If you're gonna send it, you got a full send. 15 and 5, not bad at all. I think a bunch of those non-loomed villagers did die, and we did actually have the villager high, so that's kind of nice. And here is your timeline for you. Remember, guys, keep walking, and we'll catch you in the next one.